Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Cowboys, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down the kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is, leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. On second down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming in and dropping for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
On first down, Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! No play from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. When you're down early, how do you get get back in the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday, Brandon Gardens. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Inside give to Elliott.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brent Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
And now here comes Kansas City. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw once more. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds lines up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton, 83 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. And a little floater there is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7 though on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
5 yards remain on second down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Prescott.
Schultz hauls in the quick throw.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Prescott yet again. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nicole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, screenplay, McKinnon. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Edwards-Helaire. On Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for Elliott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson
from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. No gain, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to break our fourth quarter tie. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo sack. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. And his throw here is incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 31-27. 24 seconds to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Mahomes will throw. Finding Hardman. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. Mahomes, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.